So many of you. Grateful to have you. Grateful to have lots of esteemed guests this evening. Want to thank you for sacrificing some time. Particularly, want to thank you if you're a guest and you're reaching out for the first time in this. You've just had a little bit of information about Riemann and you've jumped on the call, which sometimes is a little bit of act of faith, right? So we are having some technical difficulties with the language translation. We should have two language translation rooms. So we're going to try and correct that. We're grateful for Marta for translating into Spanish. And you should be able to select Italian as well, which is appearing as Korean. It didn't give us the option to select Italy. But if you click on Korean in the language interpretation, you will get Italian. So my name's Rob Lord. I'm the general manager for Riman here in Europe, based out of our amazing UK headquarters in London. And as you're aware, this is our pre-launch call. This is our call to really get Europe started. And we've got a number of countries. Some of you are very much aware of it, that we're going to be launching this month and next month and beyond. So again, really, really grateful for all of our Riemann community coming together today. So who better to kick us off than one of our very, very special guests? We have Betty Perez. So Betty is our Chief Marketing Officer for Western markets, and she's our General Manager of Riemann North America.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Awesome. First of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to the European kickoff call. Want to remind everybody that this has never happened before. This is the very first time Bremont is starting in Europe. And it is a historic moment. So let's drop a 10 in the comment box below to just share the excitement. And one of the beautiful things about Europe is that there's so much diversity. So yes, welcome, bienvenidos, bienvenue, je parle un peu de français. There's so many languages, and it's so beautiful to see Remont growing everywhere. And thank you, Rob. Let's all give Rob a big, also, let's drop a 10 for him in the comment box below. This is the very first call, and we're excited to have you here. Like Rob said, my name is Betty Perez, and I have the honor of being here at Riman now for the past 3 years. And it has been an exciting, exciting journey. You know, we got started right when Riman was about 4 years old. And here was this company, this incredible company that had started in South Korea, that was part of this K beauty movement and had really become the leader in the entire K beauty movement. And for 4 years, just worked really diligently behind the scenes to become the company that it did. And it grew to the tune of $2 billion, sorry, $4 billion by the time I got started. And this was back in 2023. And it was the very first time in which Riman was going to expand outside of South Korea and start with the US and Canada. Now, I want to tell you, 3 years ago, while we had just started the US and Canada, we were thinking of you. We were thinking of one day we will be in Europe, we will be in the UK, we will be in Spain, we will be in Italy, we will be in France, we will be in Germany, and so many other countries. There's so many, but we were thinking of you. We were simply just preparing. We were paving the way so that one day we could take the glow to Europe. And so here we are. I just want to let you know you are part of something so special, so incredible. And what's so great is although it's brand new in Europe, it truly truly has the backing of about just 7 years or so, in which the foundation has been laid for you to take a part of. So I have just a few minutes with you today, and I want to share with you a little bit about what exactly is Riman and how you can partake in it. What is the essence of what we do? And of course, there's many different spokes to that. One of the main reasons why I know you're on today is because we have an opportunity that is ground floor that you get to be a part of first in Europe. But before we dive into the opportunity, because we have so many fantastic speakers today, you've got people that have already hit high ranks in the company that will be sharing their insights and their vision for you here in just a matter of minutes. You're going to hear from our president of sales, who is leading the charge around the globe for Riman. So I am going to share with you a little bit about, what is specifically K-Beauty, and what makes Riman so different. And so, as we shared, we started in South Korea back in 2018. And Riman it's a blend. It is a beautiful just essence of a lot of nature. And we're going to talk about what some of that nature is, but it's the perfect just mergence of nature with technology. And so it is just this incredible access point of where tradition meets innovation. And there is so much tradition with what we have and what we do. And so there's different product portfolios that we have, and we are expanding because we don't sit on our laurels. We're going to continue to get better and better and expand everything that Riman has to offer. But the main spokes that you will be sharing, that you will be hearing about, is skincare, personal care, and nutrition. And everything that Riman makes is different, because when our chairman started with this company, when he had the vision of Riman, he truly asked himself what Simon Sinek talks about. If we're going to have another product, if we're going to have another skincare product in the world, what's going to make it different? And really, that essence comes down to K Beauty. Okay, now drop a 5 in the comment box for me if you, before Riman, if you had heard of K Beauty. In North America, in the US and Canada, many of us had. It was something that was trending. Matter of fact, over 56% of North Americans had been Googling K-beauty, 56% of women, excuse me. And there was no doubt that there was so much interest. And so, the question is, what is it? Why is it that it has been trending as much as it has? And as we dug into the research of what K-beauty is, the one thing I want to first and foremost say is that while K-beauty is trending, it is far from a trend. K-beauty has ancient roots. It has staying power. It has undeniable results. The bottom line is this. When you think about K-beauty, it is simply it is a methodology of skincare. It is a way of working with the skin rather than against the skin. It's a methodology of using beautiful ingredients, pure ingredients, rather than harsh chemicals. And the truth is, when you take a look at K-beauty, this methodology, since ancient times, Korean women had been practicing this methodology of skincare. Think of it this way. I always like to say, K-beauty, it's what happens when you have a family recipe. I don't know about you, but my family has some family recipes, some things that we're really well known for in the kitchen. And let me tell you something, we don't share them with anybody, right? Like that's what makes that's our family recipe. And what K-beauty is it was a way of practicing skincare, caring for the skin, because really, when you think about it, your skin is the largest organ in your body, and caring for your skin is practicing health. So we have a saying here at Riman that healthy is beautiful and beautiful is health. So this is about caring for your skin, and it's about, packaging this beautiful recipe, this family recipe that has been practiced for a millennia, and putting it in a product and finally sharing it with the world. And that's exactly what's going on. We have something that we get to share with you today, and you get to pass on to other people that has ancient roots. That is incredible. Now, K-beauty, it is a large industry. It is growing. Matter of fact, today, K-beauty is synonymous with skincare. Today, Korea is the mecca of skincare. You have some of the world's biggest manufacturers right there in Seoul, South Korea, and you have some manufacturers that were based elsewhere that are now going to South Korea to learn the practices of how to make this incredible type of skincare. Now, so there's K-beauty, and it's great, it's awesome, it's huge, it's trending, but again, not a trend, right? And then we have Riman, and when Riman makes something, it's different. And there are so many ways in which Riman is different that I'm not going to talk about all of them right now because I'm probably running out of time. So I'm just going to share with you you just one thing in which will give you so much confidence to go out to anybody today, look them right in the eye and say, look, you will never find another Riman. Okay. I actually I remember the very first time I said that to a good friend of mine. I said, "Look, like at the very end of the day, you will never find another Riman." And she told me, "Betty, that's a pretty big statement." I said, "Yeah, but here's the nice thing. I can actually back it up. It's not just about my opinion. It's not just about these being having the results that I have, but the truth is, Riman has its own plant. We have our own strain of Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica has been one of the most studied herbs in the world for the purposes of skincare. And we actually made a bigger, more robust version of that. We call it Giant Biangpul, and it's trademarked. Matter of fact, we have a patent, yes, in Seoul, South Korea, but also in the United States Department of Agriculture, which is super exciting. The truth is, this plant, only Rimmon uses it. Only our products use it. Only your products can use this plant. And so the fact is, nobody can have a product like Rimmon. There truly only is one Rimmon. In addition to that, we use Jeju lava energy water. What is that? It's volcanic underground water that is found under the bedrock of Holasan Mountain. It is infused with minerals. Matter of fact, it was untouched water for 400,000 years, and the benefits to your skin are incredible. One of the main tenets in K Beauty is hydration. We all know hydrating and drinking water is essential to your skin barrier, and we use some of the very best water in the world to help with that. And then all of this beautiful nature, our plant, our water, and over 130 botanicals that we use, over 30 essential oils, over 12 vitamins and antioxidants. How do we make sure that your skin is optimizing all of this beautiful nature to actually put it to use? We do that through liposomal technology. And I'm not going to go into the science of it, but the bottom line is it is the most advanced type of technology that you can use right now to take every single ingredient, break it down to a nano size, which is the smallest size, and make sure it penetrates into your skin and therefore optimize by your skin as much as it or as best as possible. And so, we just have so many great things and all of this hills. And this is, again, there's so much to talk about. We don't have the time today, but it all hails. And I just want to end with this from this beautiful island. Our plant and our water is all sourced from Jeju Island. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But basically what that means is the world has said this place is a gem. It's a place that everybody must work together to preserve. And so what you have is something so incredible, something so beautiful, something unique, something so different that nobody else has. And so today is just a short introduction. It's a celebration really of Europe getting started. So congratulations, you're here. You heard about it first. We will be the buzz of Europe here in the next coming months and next coming year, and you are here first. So get excited. Let's continue with this call. There's so much to come. My name is Betty Perez, and I am so excited to have even more Zooms and more conversations and be there physically in Europe to support Riman Europe. Let's go. Awesome. Thank you, Rob. I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you so much, Betty. Really appreciate your passion and your energy for the business, which is very, very infectious. Grateful for your time. I know you're a very, very busy lady. Also very grateful to have our president of sales with us on this call, Mr. Danny Bay. Danny is the driving force of our global expansion outside of Korea. So going into North America in 2023, into Latin America, expanding some of our Asian markets as well. And of course, now gaining momentum and gathering speed as we go into Europe. Mr. Danny Bay, it's a pleasure. Happy to pass over some time to your good self.
Thank you very much. I appreciate Mr. Rob Lord for the introduction. I appreciate everybody being on this very first Riman Europe expansion preparation call. My name is Danny Bay. I'm president of sales with Riman. I reside here in Las Vegas, United States. I have to tell you, this is such an historic moment that we're so excited about this moment. Just like Miss Betty Perez talked about, we've been talking about launch of Europe for past couple of years with the preparation of so many countries in Europe that Riman is getting ready to expand into. And the fact that this is the very first pre-launch preparation call, and you are here right now. It is an incredible, incredible opportunity. So I would just like to see where you're connecting from. If you could go to the chat box right now and let us know what country you're connecting from, we'll love to see and recognize all the countries that's represented right here on this call. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's no question that right now what's happening in Riman and what's happening with K movement is something that most of us have never experienced before. Of course, K-beauty and Korean skincare is becoming popular everywhere, but it's moving as a cultural movement with K-pop and K-drama and K-movie. I got a question for you. How many of you have ever watched any K-drama or K-movie before? Anybody? How many of you ever heard of K-pop music like BTS or Blackpink or Big Bang or many of the artists that are getting extremely popular around the world right now? Well, these categories of K-pop, K-drama, K-movie, we get to enjoy as a consumer, as an entertainment, but there's no financial opportunity attached for us. Would you agree? Last time I checked, Squid Game 4, if they make one, they're not calling us, asking us to be part of it. Last time I checked, if BTS comeback world tour this year, they may not be reaching out to us, asking us to be member number 8 of the tour, as they come back to doing a tour. Well, these are movements that many of the consumers, the market is enjoying as an entertainment or as a customer. K-beauty is right in the center of this movement. Now, with K-beauty, most of the brands in K-beauty that are being sold in Italy, in Spain, in UK, in Ireland, in France, or in Germany, and all throughout European marketplaces, most of the K-beauty brands that are being marketed today are either being done with department stores or online sellers or power influencers, and the opportunity in K-beauty movement is given to the big corporations and big names already. What Riman is doing, what Miss Betty Perez talked about, with our own heritage ingredient that nobody else could use. Documented as a #1 K-beauty brand within 3 years of operating in Korea. Now expanding globally, and we are the first to bring this to European market. They're not doing it at the Harrods. They're not doing it at the department store and duty-free store. They're doing it through an independent business model of all of us through Riman program for us to be able to be our own business owner, be our own distributor of these products coming into the European marketplace. What Riman is putting together right now is something that the K-beauty movement has never seen before. And this model has been proven to work in Korea, in United States, in Canada, in Mexico, in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, in Philippines, in Japan, and with the start of United Kingdom just a couple of months ago, getting ready for the European expansion that is just starting this year in 2026. And you are accessing this information before anybody else in Europe. 99.999% of population in Europe haven't heard about Riman opportunity yet. They haven't heard about ICD skincare yet. True #1 rated K-beauty brand from Korea that is expanding around the world that you have an opportunity to be part of. And we are bringing such a unique timing and opportunity, and you have been invited to be part of the pre-launch preparation European call today for you to learn about our products as well as the timing and the opportunity of entering into your marketplaces. We're going to be expanding into multiple countries in 2026. What's really exciting about this is that 3 years ago, Riman was only operating in Korea. Today, we're operating in 11 countries. In 2026, company will be expanding into 13 more countries where we will be in 24 marketplaces by end of 2026. And you are catching us at an absolute perfect time as we get prepared to expand our opportunity and our products to bring it in all throughout Europe. And currently, our US, Europe HQ is set up in United Kingdom. The foundation is being built right now. Starting this month, the expansion of Europe begins. And you're going to hear about the schedule, about what's to come in Italy and Spain and Ireland. And you're going to see more expansion plans and details come together down the road in 2026. So you have caught us at an absolute perfect time. And I want to congratulate you for being here with us on this call. I want to hand the call back over to Mr. Rob Lord, our Riman Europe General Manager, to give you some specific time schedule for you to jot down and make sure that you are taking advantage of our expansion schedule for Spain and Ireland and Italy here today. So let me hand the call back over to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Rob Lord.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate your time. So, yeah, let's get some specifics because I think that's what we need. So, let's start with a little teaser, shall we? So, yeah, we are kicking off with Spain and Ireland. And we do have a teaser video for Ireland as well. So, we're not going to show it just at the moment. We're going to kick off with our Spanish teaser. But if anyone does want the one for Ireland, we do have it. So, let's get into some specifics because Spain is ready and waiting for Riemann to come, and we are ready and we're waiting and we're ready to go. So we have our pre-launch call. This is what, just in case you didn't know what call you were on, you are on our pre-launch call. And as I said before, we're absolutely thrilled to have you. Online registration, so to be able to register and enroll with Remon and place your order, that's going to start on the 25th of March. And then we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a buffer to make sure we can process all of those things in a timely manner. Product shipping will begin on the 31st of March, with the month closing on the 30th of April. So we've got the end of March and all of April effectively as the first month. And then commissions will be paid out on the 15th of May. So it's all about gathering your teams together now, which I know that you've been doing and having conversations and presentations, getting everyone locked in, ready to order on the 25th of March. So we're doing some things to help you. Don't worry. We do have a pre-launch microsite, so feel free to scan the QR code now with your phone. That will take you to a pre-launch Riemann website for Spain. Obviously, in the Spanish language, it's going to have our Riemann brand film there. If anyone's not familiar with our brand film, you're in for a real treat. An amazing video that has been put together to kind of give a an amazing holistic overview of the Riemann company, product, business opportunity. There'll be key marketing materials in there, price list, and all of the starter kit information. And there's a number of things we're going to add in there as well over the coming days and few weeks. So yeah, feel free to scan that QR code. Make sure you get familiar with our Riemann Spain pre-launch microsite. And of course, we have one for Ireland as well. So this is a separate QR code, all of the information in English. If anyone was hoping for the Gaelic language in there, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm pretty sure most people in Ireland do speak English, or most do speak English. So we've got a separate microsite for Ireland with all of that information in the English language. Just to confirm, so membership throughout not just Spain and Ireland, but throughout all of our European markets is one standardized €18 enrollment price for joining Riemann as a planner. And these are the starter kits. And again, we're referring to these as European starter kits. So rather than having one for Spain, one that's slightly different for Ireland, slightly different price, France, Germany, Romania, etc., if they're all slightly different, different in product or SPBP, it could get confusing very quickly. So for ease of business, we don't the last thing we want to do is slow you guys down. So we have standardized European business kits, our 1500, 1000 and 300 starter kits, all the same for Europe in terms of price, SP, BP, and the contents of the pack with regards to product. This is the country transfer form for Ireland. Again, another QR code for you for ease, for scanning with your phone in terms of transferring to become a distributor or a Riemann planner in Ireland. If you're already registered somewhere else, you can use this form, scan the QR code, fill in all of your details. If you do that between now and before the 25th, so that we can get you into the system, get all of the information to our HQ, and make sure everything's in place. So please feel free to scan that QR code. Likewise, this is the QR code for Spain. Again, for making sure that we port all of your information, all of your volume as you transfer to become a Spanish planner. And feel free to speak to your upline, up to your teams for more information on this. We can also provide more information on these transfer forms as we go over, say, over the coming days and weeks as well. A lot of this information, we don't expect you to absorb everything and remember everything on one call. So we'll be following up with all of this information. So yeah, please don't worry. Now, we do have a pre-launch event in Madrid, which we're very grateful for. This is not a corporate-led event, but we have a number of amazing leaders who have been working really hard and diligently in the background, gathering people together, building their teams that through their own volition have put together this amazing event on the 28th of March at the Eurostars Congress Hotel in Madrid, but it is open to everyone. Again, we will provide more information over the coming days, whether that be agenda or just any information concerning that event. But I can confirm that that is led by the field. We do plan on having corporate events in Spain, whether it be Ireland as well or our other European markets at the appropriate times. So, but please feel free to make a note of that event. It's going to be electric. Make no mistake about that. And again, we're super grateful for all of the leadership teams that have got involved to collaborate and put that together. Now, speaking of leadership teams, there doesn't come any bigger leaders and drivers of the European business than Mr. Liju Thomas, one of our national directors in the UK. Liju's done an incredible job with his team in literally getting the UK off the ground, helping with a number of corporate things as well, supporting us, kind of going above and beyond what a leader would normally do, which we're super grateful for. He's just been a wealth of knowledge and information and support. Um, and as many of you know, he's just the most personable person you can imagine. Very hard work, very humble. But it's our absolute pleasure to be able to hear from him. So, Liju, I'll pass some time over to your good self. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Rob, for that very kind introduction. And what a privilege it is to be on this historic call when we launch into Europe. I was asked to share my story and very quickly tell you why I chose and I choose Riman. And it's the three Ps. 15 years of being in this amazing industry. And what did this industry do for me? Freedom, spiritual freedom, financial freedom. And from every level, from the lowest to the highest, last year, when I got the call from Mr. Danny Day himself, the decision was very simple. The three Ps, why I chose to do this alongside my partner, Asad Ali. First, the products. I've been in sales for over 2 decades, and it's the very first time in my life where I don't have to sell the product. All I have to do is share it. And I have seen thousands of people like myself fall in love with it. Love at first sight. And I've never seen anything like this before. And what that does is it gives you confidence. What we give is the phenomenal products of Riman is we don't sell skincare. We sell confidence in a bottle. And when I was able to experience the plant, the process, the farm, and the range of products, finally, a set of products that actually does what it says on the tin. And that is phenomenal. So the first P for me that made my decision extremely clear was the products. The second P, the plan. Now, people get really excited when they get to witness the official #1 K-beauty brand, Riman. But people get really serious when they see the plan. A balanced plan, whereby if you're focused on just acquiring customers and retail, you can change your life. And if you're focused on building an empire, you can transform generations. An amazing compensation plan. If you really understand it, you will get really serious about where we'll go with this. So the product, the plan, the third, the people. I personally spent time with the visionary founder of ours, Chairman An. Exceptional. With Mr. Wong, with Mr. Danny Bay. And when you spend time with people, when you go on a journey with them, you get to know where they're going. When companies are closing things down and scaling down things, it's phenomenal to see the visionary leadership of where Riman is going to take, the world. Literally a few conversations, and we launched the United Kingdom in October, and here we are now. Spain, Ireland, Italy, 15 odd countries this year, 50 countries in the next few years. And the people that you get to meet with in Riman, we are attracting the right kind of people, leaders with integrity, with vision, people who will take you somewhere. So the 3 Ps for why my decision was very clear with Riman: the products, the plan, and the people. And what you have in your hand right now, an opportunity to tap into this $187 billion industry of K-beauty. Now, you see, what is the difference between an opportunity and a chance? An opportunity is given to you. A chance is what you take. I took this chance with full confidence, and I'm really so excited about where Riman is going to be. That we are just at the starting point of making a legacy out of this company. And I really look forward to sharing this journey with each and every one of you and seeing your success. Thank you for the time, Rob. Over to you.
Thank you, Liju. Really appreciate your time, appreciate everything that you've done and continue to do. Absolutely phenomenal. Well, we're grateful to now hear from Mr. Victor Franco. Victor is based in Colombia, but also building a significant European team. Again, in the background, gearing up, ready for us to go live, ready to officially launch and explode across Europe. I've had the pleasure of a couple of phone calls with him recently. I was in our US convention as well, met some of his team there and his friends from Colombia. And yeah, this is very much a Riemann family. And you realize that every time that you connect with different people in different countries and different continents. So, Mr. Victor Franco, the stage is yours. Great to have you, my friend.
Hello, everyone. Well, the day has finally arrived, right? I'm so excited. ¿Dónde está la gente de España emocionados? If you are been waiting for this day for a long time, please type 5 in the chat, please. We are so excited. Thank you so much for having me here in this Zoom. I feel very grateful and honored that the company and the corporate team have given me the opportunity to say hello to all of you. Thanks to Mr. Ivan Tapia for showing me the opportunity. Thanks to all the Europe and Asia and USA corporate, to Mrs. Perez, to Mr. Thomas, to Mr. Lord, of course, and of course to Mr. Danny Bai. Thank you so much for having us here in this amazing Zoom today. Well, my name is Victor Franco. I'm originally from Spain, from Madrid. ¿Dónde está la gente de Madrid? Pónganme un 4 en el chat, la gente de Madrid, de Barcelona, de toda España. Although I've been living in Colombia for more than 11 years right now, and I've been in network marketing for 16 years. And during that time, I've always been searching for something solid, something we could truly build for the long term. And the truth is that after so many years in this industry, you become very demanding when it comes to choosing the right company. You start looking for very carefully at the fundamentals. But honestly, in my 16 years in network marketing, I have never seen the planets align the way that they are aligning right now. Because with what we have in Riman is the perfect combination of 5 key elements: company, timing, products, compensation plan, and system. So when you find this kind of alignment, company, timing, products, compensation plan, and system, the only thing left to do is get to work and make this an incredible success for everyone. So I truly believe Riman is going to become one of the strongest network marketing companies in the next 10 years. And many of us, you, me, everyone in this Zoom, will be part of the next generation of 6- and 7-figure leaders in this industry. I want to say thank you to all the leaders that are trusting in us and building together this massive community with Riman. So we are here at your services, excited for everyone that's coming and excited to be part of this incredible expansion. So thank you, everyone, to be here. I give back to you, Mr. Lord, the Zoom room. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Victor. Appreciate your energy. Appreciate say everything that you're doing in a different continent than where we are at the moment. As I say, it's amazing how this technology is connecting all of us with one common goal to change people's lives through this amazing Riemann opportunity. So at this point, I'd like to hand over back to our President of Sales, Mr. Danny Bay, to provide us with an update and some information as well. Danny, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rob Lord. Man, what an exciting call this has already been, and we're just getting started. If you're excited to be part of this history call right now, we have almost 1,000 attendees of this Riman Europe expansion call. Would you type in number 9, my favorite number 9, in the chat since today's March 9th to see who is the most excited person getting ready for the Europe expansion right now? Well, I want to share something that's very exciting. For those of you preparing for Spain and preparing for Ireland, this is a very important information for you to write down. Whenever we launch a new country, we do what's called pre-launch promotion for the team leader position. Let me explain. Usually, just like anything else, if you meet the requirement to get promoted to the next rank, usually it starts when you become a team leader. Usually the following month is when you start making commission as a team leader. If you're with the airline program, if you're with the hotel program, you hit a diamond status, you hit platinum status. It's going forward that you get to enjoy the benefit. Riemann compensation is the same. Team leaders and above, team leaders, directors, senior directors, national director, when you get promoted, when you meet the requirement, it's going forward from next month is when you start getting the benefits. Manager and senior manager is real-time promotion, but team leaders and above is following month. You start enjoying the benefit as a team leaders and above leadership. Only when we're launching new country for the very first time, we have what's called first month pre-launch promotion for team leaders and above rank. What that means is if you become a team leader, anywhere between from when we start Spain and Ireland from March 25th through April 30th. If you meet the requirement to become a team leader, any time in between that, instead of start earning as a team leader going forward on May 1st and forward, if you meet the requirement to become a team leader between March 25th through April 30th, you will get compensated. You will get paid as a team leader for all the orders that happened in your team from March 25th in Spain and Ireland. This only happens when we're launching a brand new market. And the fact that you are preparing right now for Spain and Ireland expansion, it gives you an opportunity. It gives you an opportunity for you to go out there and make sure that you meet the requirement as a team leader by April 30th, and you could get paid as a team leader from your very first order, from very first activity that you did since March 25th. And when you receive your first month commission on May 15th, it's going to include all your volume as a team leader, which is only chance that you have when we're during our first pre-launch month of every market. So for Spain and Ireland, it's March 25th through April 30th. The date to write down is April 30th. Become team leader by April 30th to get paid as a team leader for all the pre-launch activities of Spain and Ireland. If you're watching this from Italy right now, April 15th is when the website goes live, when you could sign up as distributor and when you could sign up as customers, when you could start ordering products. April 15th through May 31st. First, it's the first month of Italy business, which means if you write down that date, May 31st, if you're in Italy, make sure that you become a team leader by May 31st so you could get compensated for all the activities during the Italy pre-launch first month for you to get paid more and extra backdate pay for the initial activities on your June 15th commission. Now, this is something that we only do when we're launching a brand new market only during the first month, and you will never see that opportunity ever again. And we launched the United States, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, all the countries with this promotion, and it was the initial team leader group. Initial qualifiers of the pre-launch promotions are the ones who ended up becoming the very first directors and senior directors and national directors in the marketplace and had the most amount of success in the market. And we want you to have that same exact opportunity in Spain, in Ireland, and Italy, like they have done in the previous countries. At this time, I want to introduce a national director all the way from America, Mr. Steve Hyun, who has been participating in so many international expansions. And he's seen what happens when people take advantage of this pre-launch team leader promotion. And I know he's got some incredible stories to share with you. Let's go out to California and hear from National Director, Mr. Steve Hyun. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Danny Bay, for having me on this call today. And of course, so excited to be on this call with all of you dialing in from Europe today. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Steve Hyun, National Director, dialing in from Orange County, California. I remember coming to my first call just like this. And, my background before I joined Riman, I've been working in the Korean entertainment industry for over 10 plus years, working with many big K-pop stars, being a CEO. But when I first heard about Riman, when I heard about their story, when they were just about to open up in America, I told myself, you know what? I cannot lose this opportunity. So guess what I did? I went all in. My first day getting started, even though I was excited and nervous at the same time, I became a senior manager my first 24 hours. In my first 7 days of doing Riman, I became a team leader and I was blown away. And I put my head down, I got to work. And after a year, became a director, became a senior director, and now became a national director with Riman. But a story I want to share with all of you is when we started opening up the Asia countries, Taiwan and Hong Kong, I want to share with you what we did to really blow up the country in terms of having many leaders become team leaders and directors very quickly. Just like many of you right now are getting ready for the Spain launch, the Ireland launch, the Italy launch, right? What we did was we focused on making sure that individuals prepared and got ready to become team leaders literally in the first day or the first 2 days. We had a couple people actually becoming a team leader in the first 2 to 4 hours when Hong Kong opened up, right? We had multiple people pop team leader in the first 7 days when Hong Kong opened up. And when Taiwan opened up, literally the first month, first 2 months, people became team leaders. First couple days, people became team leaders. But the initial launch, the initial explosive growth launch and preparation, of course, meeting opportunity is what set those markets apart from everybody else. So for, of course, all of you that are getting ready right now, next 24, next 48 hours, next week, next 2 weeks, this is the time to prepare. This is the time to go all in, be 100% all in and prepare and have a fast start. That's happened to me. And now many leaders now today that had a fast start are now team leaders, are directors, are senior directors. And even many of them have now became national directors with the company as well. So I'm so excited for Europe. I know all of you right now that are on this call right now will be the future leaders of Europe. I know Riman Europe will be one of the most important markets for the company next 5, next 10 years. All of you that are on this call are all our future directors, our future senior directors, and our future national directors that are on this Zoom call today. So thank you, Mr. Danny Bay, for having me on this call. I'll pass this call back to you or Mr. Rob Lordstar. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Steve. Again, so grateful for all of your support. And Steve's probably one of the most humble people you're ever going to meet. The size of his organization and his team and what they're able to achieve is truly phenomenal. And he'd be too humble to tell you that. So I'll tell you that what he's doing is simply amazing. And he's absolutely right. Now is the time to be all in. Let me just share my screen real quick. Okay, so I know Danny touched upon this and went through the dates, but again, just in case anyone did miss it, just in terms of Italy pre-launch schedule, obviously the focus more than anything this month is on Spain and Ireland. Those are the kind of key markets, if you like, with Italy following just a little bit behind. But for all of our Italian friends, I promise you, you're not far behind. The time is nearly there. So yeah, 25th of March is our pre-launch preparation website that we're going to be working on. We're going to make sure that there's a micro site for Italy as well. As I mentioned earlier, we've got one for Spain and Ireland, and that Italian microsite is coming, and we can, as soon as that's finalized, we can communicate that and make sure that you've got all of the details. So 15th of April, another key date for online registration and ordering, with product shipping on the 27th of April. That month, that first full month, finishing on the 31st of May, and then that first commission payout on the 15th of June. And so that will be our third European market. So as I say, all of the materials translated into Spanish, the Riman brand film with in Italian, I should say, the Riman brand film with closed captions in Italy, and all of our marketing materials, price list, and starter kit. Starter kit. Remember that starter kit is uniform for Europe, so it's not going to get confusing. Thinking, is that the kit for Ireland? Is that the kit for Spain or Italy? It's going to be uniform. Let's try and make this business as simple as possible and not slow you guys down. And your huge momentum. And again, that membership price, same for our other European markets, €18. And there's the starter kit, just to highlight again that it's the same. Okay, so it's, you've never jumped on this call to listen to me. You want to listen to those people who are building in the field, that are looking to be setting themselves financially free, and not just themselves, but others, and working for the good of others, coming together as different teams, collaborating, and getting our amazing K Beauty products to more and more people across the globe. So grateful for Giuseppe Manzo for all of his efforts so far. Not someone I've been able to meet yet, but I'm certainly looking forward to it over the coming days and weeks. And Giuseppe, we're grateful for all that you're doing, and pleased to hand some time over to yourself now, sir.
Oh, hello. Thank you, Rob, for the introduction, and also to give me the chance to share a few minutes with all of you guys. So I'm really happy to stay with you today. Today is a very important day for us, because everything is starting now. I'm living in the south of Italy, very close to Amalfi Coast, and my place is very amazing, with the weather, with the environment, with the people that stay with me and building business with me. But one thing we missed is opportunity. When I saw Riman first time, I had the pleasure to be invited in London for the official event from some few friends of mine, Mr. Ligio Thomas, Mr. Asad Ali, Mr. Danny Bay, that we meet each other since a long time ago. And I was really skeptical, because in reality I know network marketing since 15 years ago, but I always underestimated the product industry of network marketing. I always worked in the service side, because I thought that was the future. But in reality, what I saw in the last 5 years in this industry is something that changed completely the paradigm of this market. Because in reality, that probably 5 to 6 years ago, the most important company in the industry were service companies. But today, everything became at the origin point, came again in the product side. Why? Because it's really more stable and more future, and there's something more powerful that you can experience very well. What is this? The enthusiasm you can create the day one when someone starts. We are very excited in Italy. The reason why we are really excited is because already the things Mr. Victor Frank said, or Mr. Ligio Thomas said, you can call 3Ps, or you can call five reasons, because Riman is a perfect opportunity today. But in reality, I think it's too much stupid not to do it, because it's very easy for us, someone that knows a little bit network marketing or have some experience in network marketing, building this industry. Because Riman combines perfectly the powerful side of perfect compensation plan in network marketing, but at the same time is is before a skincare company. So the products behind the company are very powerful. So the reason why we are here is because if I don't do this, I will out of my house. I'm son of two babies and I'm husband of a beautiful lady. She said to me, if you don't do it, I will do for you, and you will go out for our house. So in reality, today we have a great opportunity together. I'm really excited to launch my market. I'm really excited to stay with all these people, and I know in our country we need something this. Thank you so much for the time, Rob, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Really appreciate you being with us. I think that's the first time, and I've only been with Riman, I think maybe 6 weeks, maybe not quite that long. That's the first time that I've heard someone say that they needed to take the Riman opportunity, otherwise they're going to be homeless. So that's quite extreme. I'm hoping that's not the case for everyone. But yeah, sometimes our partners see the opportunity maybe more than we do, or see it a lot quicker. So yeah.
Italian female are so strong, Rob. You will meet them.
Absolutely. We have two ears and one mouth for a reason. We need to listen twice as hard as we speak. So absolutely, I totally get that, Giuseppe. Thank you. Our next speaker, grateful to have you as well, Mr. Paolo Cavalieri. Be great to hear some of your thoughts as well. Thank you for joining us on the call tonight. I'll hand some time over to yourself. And you may be
Yeah,
on the move and on the travels, so
yeah,
thank you for making the
yeah.
time.
Good evening, everybody. Buonasera a tutti i miei amici italiani o persone italiane che sentono questo speech, questo intervento. And thank you, Steve. Thank you to the chairman, Mr. Juan. Thank you to Danny B for everything you create, because it's 12 years that I'm building this business, network marketing business, and for the last 1 years and a half, I was like pretty seeing the industry, what's happening, and I didn't want to build anything again after my last company. Since the call I received, like some of you, Riman called me, or Ivan Tapia called me about this opportunity, and I'm super grateful about the info and the details that the company is providing to us, because it's not something usually that company provide all the details, all the information translated in Italian. Honestly, I was looking for something safe. I'm 33 now, and I'm also agree with Giuseppe and all the leaders, Victor's and others guys, that we can combine family and career together. We can have a great career, maintain the family. Especially women have to decide sometimes from career or family. I think we can choose both. We can choose to create a great business and cultivate our family, our partners, and include them in this great opportunity, because the value of the company, of Freeman, and of the chairman and the CEO is the same one, is to create something that will stay with us with value. And also the leadership and vision that everybody is bringing on the table, I think, is amazing. I had the opportunity to meet Steve and Mr. Danny B in London. And, a lot of leaders that are speaking is more than 10 years that are building network marketing. So I think something big is coming to Europe, and I'm super, super grateful and glad to represent Riman in Italy with Giuseppe and others guys, because I think that distributors and company is like a win-to-win relationship. We represent the company in our country, but also the company represent us worldwide. So I'm really, really grateful to being represented by Riman, because it's something that I admire in the value of Riman. So that's my experience. That's my little bit story. I can't wait maybe to see and meet you all maybe in the first European convention. I can imagine maybe in 2027, the first European convention in a big arena, maybe thousand of people with big energy and a lot of testimonials with client and customer, because I don't know you guys, but this time I want to build based on customer. Customer is something that can bring us real passive income. Okay. So Rob, thank you for introducing me, and I pass you back.
Thank you, Paolo. Really appreciate it. Travel safe. Please be
Yeah, thank
careful.
you.
Again, appreciate you making the time, and I love the fact that you touched upon family, because an opportunity like Riemann, yes, it's not a get rich quick scheme. As Mr. Danny Bay has said before, it's not a lottery ticket. It does take
Yeah.
work. Any business, anything that you do that's worthwhile does take hard work, but it is an opportunity to earn a residual income where you can spend more time with your family and set your family financially free as well. It's an amazing opportunity. And that's what we want from people. We want them to and have an amazing experience with Riemann, but also not to sacrifice time with their family as well. That they are able to do things together. No one joins Riemann because they want another job. They want something to be passionate about. They want to be entrepreneurial and build something, build their own goals, their dreams, their passion. And what a fantastic opportunity that we've got. Just at this point, I just wanted to touch upon, because I know some people will scream at me after the call if I don't mention France, Germany, and Romania, at least briefly, that we don't have a launch schedule for those countries yet, but I can confirm we will be launching those in Q3. So France, Germany, Romania, some of you I know have heard those countries' names before. Some of them have tuned in and you're waiting for them. So Q3. So our focus now is Spain, Ireland, Italy, and then we'll move on to those countries as well. And again, when we have all of the relevant information at the appropriate time, obviously we'll begin to communicate that to you. So really grateful to hand some time over now to Jose Luis Rivas, who I had a fantastic call with, and some of his team the other day. We connected with each other, got to know each other. Grateful for what he's doing for to have our event in Madrid. Lots of exciting things going on. Amazing team members who are itching to get going. Yeah, and I think this team's going to have a lot of fun, and I love that because this is a serious business, but we want you, all of you planners, whatever level you're at, we want you to have fun along the way. So, Jose Luis is definitely someone that's going to have joy in the journey. So, Mr. Jose Luis, some time over to your good self, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rob Lloyd. I want to send you the check for that beautiful introduction. Really, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I just want to be very quick. I was in a call like this just 10 months ago, right? And when we were going and we were in the lounge of Mexico, and I remember it was also a full thousand people in the room only, and very similar like this. And the results then not only I look more handsome, less wrinkles. It's actually a bad season. Like my good friend and an upline, a national director of team said it's a bad day to be wrinkled in Europe. So very quick, I just want to say you are like in the best moment possible right now in the launch of your country, and it's very hard to miss. But Mr. Danny V, by the way, thank you, Mr. Danny V, thank you, Mrs. Betty Perez, and all the corporate team, Mr. Wang, Mr. Ang, everybody, all the national directors. I'm not going to name you guys all because we're very fast. Important. Think about the promotion you just been given, team leader. We messed it in Mexico. Actually, I think it was only four team leaders who did all the qualification. I was one of them, and I did make good money. But given normally in a compensation plan, when you arrive to that rank, is where the fun starts, starting when you arrive to that rank. But this opportunity, if you start getting packs, you're in the business of healthy skin, a wrinkless skin. You need product. Start getting your product. Start breaking senior managers, lots of them. And if you break a lot of team leader, we are gonna have crazy. I cannot do income statements and disclosure, but I'm promised you're gonna be very happy when you see that first check. So we're gonna be in Spain over there. Information will be disclosed, and all the directors, senior directors, national directors. I'm going to post it in the group. Everybody's welcome and invited to that event, and hope so many can be there. And we're excited. We're also going to be in Italy as well. But I think this is a great opportunity, not only to look more beautiful, less wrinkled, but to make a lot of money. So see you guys very soon, and let's make things happen. And let's go, team leaders. Let's go, director. Thank you, Mr. Rob Lord, for the opportunity to be part of this conversation. Mr. Danny Bay and all the team. Thank you for what you guys are doing. We're gonna rock it in Europe. Bad day to be a wrinkle. God bless you all.
Bad day to be a wrinkle. I'm gonna make a note of that. Maybe
That's teams.
maybe
That's
maybe
teams. I
that's the
cannot
strap
take
line
credit for
that we
that.
should have created the company with. Yeah, bad day to be a wrinkle. I like that. Yeah, we're all after less wrinkles, right? And that's the great thing. I mean, obviously we joke and we have fun, but at the heart of it, this business opportunity is only as good as the products that we have. And we know that we have literally life-changing products. If someone uses our products and their motivation, their self-esteem, their self-worth improves, then how can that be anything other than life-changing? And so we know we've got something really, really special. And I hope at this point that if you join the call, and again, maybe it was a little bit of a leap of faith, or maybe you're already in the Riemann family, but it's early days. I hope it's not just information that you're receiving, but it's how you're feeling as well. And I hope you're feeling excited by the opportunity and to be a part of this historic event and what's going to happen and what's coming. So, absolute pleasure to introduce my next guest. She is the K-pop up queen. She is Karen Kang, one of our senior directors, based out of the US. I had the absolute pleasure to meet Karen recently at our US convention, but more importantly, to see her at her team event where she booked out the whole restaurant to celebrate with her team. You know, we had the pleasure of just having a few minutes of her company as she was, I don't know whether she was stood on the chair or stood on the table. I can't remember, but she was stood on something to make sure that everyone could see her. But she was there, literally no self-promotion. It was all about, this is for my team. They're amazing. And the spirit, the energy there was simply fantastic. Karen, you're doing an amazing job. You don't need me to tell you that, but you're doing an amazing job. And thank you for being with us tonight.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rob, and thank you, Mr. Danny for having me on this call. This is so exciting. I know you guys have heard from a lot of top leaders today, but I hope my story is a little bit inspiring for you all because this is my first time being in direct sales. And Riman is my first company ever. And the fact that I was able to get not only to director, senior director, promote another senior director on our team, plus 7 additional directors all within a year of starting the business is incredible because this is all our first time being in direct sales. So trust me when I say, if we can do this, you can do this. Now, it doesn't matter, I actually recruited myself to the business because I saw what the products did to my mom's face. I thought she got Botox. And when I asked her, Mom, what did you do? And she said, I've been using these Korean products for 3 days. That was when my mind was completely blown out of the water. And I decided I'm going to have to give this a shot. And then my girlfriend, director Dora, also thought I got something done to my face just 5 days later. And we decided we need to sell this product. And so our belief was there. And I know a lot of you haven't tried to use the products yet, but don't worry. This is why Dora and I jumped in and just hit the ground running because we weren't experimenting with a brand new product in America. They were already number 1 in Korea. That's it. It was such a simple, just, uh, thought. If you can grasp that thought, it was already number 1 in Korea. We just have to continue to do what they were doing. They already have a proven track record of success. Let's jump on this right now with them. And the fact that they have Chairman On and Mr. Danny Bay have already a roadmap to go into 50 countries. oh, we weren't going to miss this opportunity. So trust me when I say you want to join now when we're going into our 12th country versus waiting, overthinking, and deciding to do it when we're already going into country number 35, right? You're already here on this call. You're so lucky to be here. Trust me when I say you just have to hit the ground running, go for it, because opportunities like this don't come around often. I'm here at my office. I'm an investment banker. I understand opportunities and investments. I have never in 50 years seen an opportunity quite like Riman. So congratulations. Congratulations for being on this call, for being open-minded, and for giving this a try. I can't wait to see you all at the top. Thank you, Mr. Lord.
Thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Yeah, and I think that's a really powerful message because sometimes I speak to people and they'll say, look, I just don't have a network marketing background. I just don't have a beauty background. I don't know so much about K-beauty. And well, look, Karen's gone from investment banking to K-beauty, so that is quite a switch. But there's a lot of transferable skills there, so don't worry. You don't need to be an expert to get started. Just get started, and we'll support you every step of the way. So on to my next esteemed guest as we come to kind of almost the close. We've got a couple of very important people first. We're very conscious of your time. Grateful to hand some time over now to Mr. Ivan Tapia, who's our Vice President of Sales for Latin America, supporting that region, but also massively, heavily invested in Europe. Really grateful for, again, for all of his support, everything that he's been doing. And Ivan is not someone who's going to be messing around with this opportunity. He's taking it deadly serious. Don't worry about that. Ivan, thank you for being with us. We really appreciate it, my friend.
Oh, it's my pleasure to be here in this call. I'm about to literally depart right now from the flight. I try to stay the longest as I could, but I'm going to have to go. But I want to take this time to say we're so happy and so excited to be launching Europe, Italy, Spain, Germany, France. We're all going all over the place. This is what we want. We really want an opportunity to go to the next level. I'm going to say in Spanish now. Ahora venimos con toda la gente bonita de España y vamos a reventarlo. Que preparen su marzo 25 para estar listos con toda la energía del mundo. Thank you, Mr. Rob. Thank you, Mr. Danny Bay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you, Mr. Juan. Muchas gracias a todo el equipo deportivo. And I'll see you guys coming up to the park to meet with Paolo in Italy. Thank you.
And then overflights.
Thank you, Ivan. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've got a number of people who are traveling, who've got, other commitments, lots of things going on, but we're grateful for what they've been able to do, that they've been able to, schedule some time to be with us despite their hectic schedule. And that's because this is a call that's not to be missed. So yeah, so thank you to everyone who's been with us this evening. I hope you've felt something where you thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to run with this. I'm really excited by this opportunity. I'm not going to miss it. So again, it's someone to close out just before I hand maybe our final message to Mr. Danny Bay. Is Mr. Tim Herr, one of our national directors based in the US. I don't know how our translators will get on with Tim. If he goes fifth gear, he might have to stay in third gear because this man puts the passion in passion, let me tell you. And again, someone else who's not messing about, and I had the privilege of meeting him recently. So Tim, I know it's difficult for you, but bear the translators in mind, but also don't hold back at the same time, which contradicts itself because that's where the magic happens with you. Thank you.
I appreciate the reminder because they would have been in big trouble. The excitement right now, it's unbelievable. This is a dream come true. For myself, I've been in the direct sales industry for the last 30 years full time. And I was very blessed, very fortunate to meet a mentor and to have mentors very early on in my career when I was 17 teach me how to do this industry. And when Mr. Danny Bay sent me the products, I was with another skincare company. I was, my partner Chris Kim and I, we built a $1 billion skincare company we were with for 17 years. And when Danny Bay sent the products to me, I kind of didn't really want to try them at the beginning because I felt like I was cheating. I was cheating on my wife. I'm like, I'm not going to try those products. And my wife was like, just try Danny's products. And I literally put the Riman products on, went to football practice. And one of my football coaches was like, man, your skin looks good. And I was like, what? Who says that to another guy? I was like, I didn't feel really good about that. And then the next day, my daughter said, Dad, did you get Botox? And that's when I had to find out what Riman was all about. And I called Mr. Danny Bay, and we looked at this thing. And about a little bit over 2 years ago, we got the good fortune to get started with Riman, and this thing just grew like wildfire through a dry brush field. I never, in my last 30 years in this profession, I've never seen something grow like this. And everybody's talking about the compensation plan. The compensation plan is on another level. The products, that's the game changer. I mean, when you have products like this that can change people's face, and then they show before and afters, and then it changes their finances, never seen anything like this in my 30-year career. And it's a blessing every day to have a leader like Mr. Danny Bay leading the charge. I mean, when I say leading the charge, all the leaders on the call know what I'm talking about. The example that he sets, that's what gets me the most fired up, as I watch him. Some leaders are listening to me carefully, but don't watch me too close. Danny Bay is listening to me carefully, but watch him even closer. Okay, because he leads by example. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to be at that event in Spain. I'm fired up about that. I just got off the phone today with Ligiu. I'm going to be going to UK after that to be doing an event. I can't wait to come out there to Europe. And I can tell you right now, we're just getting, I mean, this is like the beginning of the beginning. This is like a dream come true for all of you. And this moment in time will never be recreated again. This moment in time will never be duplicated again. Having a window of opportunity like this, don't let this moment in time slip through your fingertips. Don't let this window of opportunity slip through your fingertips. Don't look back with regret. Get started, obviously, with us. Lock arms with us. We have a system like none other. And pay attention. And all we got to do is find some people with faces, find some people with some skin, put some product on them, and watch the money start coming in. So with that being said, it's an absolute honor to be on this call. Rob, I'm so fired up and excited to spend some time with you when I come out to Europe. Appreciate you so much for inviting me on this call. I can't wait to hear Mr. Danny Bay close us out.
Thank you, Tim. Really appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to spending time with you as well as we go through the UK and Europe, and you're right. It's very hard to say no to Danny. So which isn't a bad thing because he's going to lead you in a very magical, fulfilling, and life-changing direction. So yeah, as you quite eloquently put it, Tim, I don't think there's any better person to just close us out on this call this evening to the man who is leading the charge, our president of sales. So, Mr. Danny Bay, I'm going to leave you to close out our meeting with some final words, if you would. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rob Lord, for your leadership and what the UK and the European headquarters is doing for the preparation of all the countries we're about to launch in 2026 in Riman Europe. I know many of you are excited from Spain. Many of you are excited from Ireland. Many of you are excited from Italy. Matter of fact, I see a video, live camera on from Riman Italia waving their flags right now. There's so many people together in a room right now waving Italian flag. I am so excited for you. We're days away. April 15th, that Riman Italia registration and product order is going to begin. I know many of you are also, connecting from different countries, preparing and having your friend and your family and your colleague and your network on this call here tonight or this afternoon, wherever you're connecting from. Last two thoughts I want to briefly share with you. I'm a firm believer that value of business information you receive is determined by the timing of when you receive the information. If you and I read a great history book about a great business idea from 200 years ago, we could learn something from it for sure. But direct financial benefit value may not be there because it was 200 years ago. To have Riman European expansion information, if you had this information 3 years ago, you would have had to wait 3 years for this moment. If you hear about this information 3 years from now, you had to you had to hear about the first 3 years of success of Riman Europe and who are the national director, which are the established markets, millions of customers using our product prior to you saying yes and being part of the opportunity. You know, and I know that you couldn't have gotten this information better time than right now. We are literally 2 weeks away from the start of Riman Spain and Riman Ireland. We're literally just 1 month and 1 week away from Riman Italy about to begin. You are accessing this information at an absolute perfect time, at the highest value possible for this same exact information. And the fact that you're here right now being part of this history call, which is only one time we're going to be able to say, this is our very first Riman Europe expansion preparation call. And you're part of the 1,000 people that participate in this call. So I want you to feel special. I want you to know that you are at a very special place and receiving the highest value possible for the information you're receiving. And last thing I want to share with you, I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you, and I want to have this conversation with you to maybe help you make up your mind to make a decision that you will make an intentional focus, giving your absolute very best to create the best success story right out of the gate as we launch into your market in Spain and Ireland and Italy and a few more countries to come in later 2026. There is a power in focus. When you focus, sometimes you're able to do so much more in short amount of time than you would usually take doing it in a normal time. And I could tell you between now until the very first month of pre-launch in your market, this is the time to focus. Any other thoughts and hobbies and distractions that maybe you want to put aside and make Riman expansion and you being part of the initial pioneering founding team in your market, let it be top of the priority list. And I want to encourage you to intentionally create your milestone of success in Riman opportunity. Getting your first customer, getting your first business partner, you getting your first promotion to senior manager, you becoming a team leader during the first month pre-launch promotion, you becoming one of the first 50 leaders in Europe to become a team leader and have invitation to come visit us, Jeju Island, and experience Riman Village and experience Riman campus with our smart farm where we grow our heritage ingredient of giant byungpo. You have an opportunity to do that now. If you focus 3 months from now, it's okay, but you will miss out on being the first and being part of the first 50 qualifying for Jeju retreat, special program we have available for first 50 people to qualify as a team leader in European market. I want to encourage you, I want to challenge you to make up your mind, make a decision that you will intentionally give your very best. And you will create your initial success stories and document your milestones. When you receive our products, we want to encourage you to take selfie every day for first 7 days and document your transformation of your product story. And if you could intentionally make that decision and intentionally join our opportunity and intentionally create your best success story yet, I know Riman is going to add so much incredible value to you and your friends and your loved ones. We thank you for joining us on our very first Riman Europe expansion preparation call. This is just the beginning. We look forward to seeing you at many virtual events, and we look forward to seeing you underground in person, supporting you every step of the way. Looking forward to seeing you win big and succeed big in Riman opportunity. And we'll see you guys very soon next time on our virtual event. Thank you everyone for being part of the call. Thank you, Mr. Rob Lord, for hosting the call, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Ciao.
everyone. Take care.